there are some people claiming that Eddie Hearn has lied and contradicted himself, because they're claiming that Eddie Hearn is saying that he never asked for proof of funds from Team Wilder. This is what people are claiming now. Now, some of you guys think I'm exaggerating or being sarcastic when I say that these fanboys have got an intellect below kindergarten level. But actually, no, I'm not exaggerating. I'm being very serious. And this right here is case in point. Eddie Hearn never said that he never asked for proof of funds. He clearly asked for proof of funds before, during the initial contact with Team Wilder with Shelly Finkel. That's when he asked for proof of funds. He also asked for a draft contract, and he asked to meet with Team Wilder twice. None of those things were provided. That offer has expired. Shelly Finkel, from his own mouth, said it was a 24-hour take it or leave it offer. So that offer has expired. That is the offer where Hearn asked for proof of funds, a draft contract, and to meet twice. None of the questions that Eddie Hearn wanted answered were answered by Shelly Finkel. None of them. So that offer is gone. Okay? Now, Eddie Hearn is not dealing with Shelly Finkel. Separate situation. He's now dealing with Al Heyman. With Al Heyman, he's not asking for proof of funds. He's asking for 5, or it might be 6, I forget which, questions to be answered. 5 or 6 questions. He hasn't specified what the questions are, but this is what the situation is with Heyman. Separate situation. Do you understand? Are you capable of comprehending what's going on here? The deal with Finkel expired. That's when he asked for the proof of funds. The Heyman situation, a different situation, because the previous offer has finished, expired, 24 hours. Can you count? Okay, he's now dealing with Heyman. He wants 6 questions answered. I don't know what the questions are. You don't know what the questions are. But just like was the case with the offer from Finkel and Wilder, the 24-hour offer, Hearn wants answers before he's willing to accept the deal. Yeah? So Hearn's not really behaving in any different way. He's asking for answers before he proceeds with the deal. 6 questions. And Al Heyman's team, according to Hearn, have responded and said, we'll provide you answers to those questions shortly. So it appears at the moment that Heyman's team are being far more reasonable than Shelly Finkel. Now, some people, on the previous video I did about this, are suggesting that maybe Finkel and Heyman are in cahoots behind the scenes, and they're playing the good cop, bad cop routine with Eddie Hearn, trying to throw him off and actually trying to outsmart him. Now, that is very possible. I'm not dismissing that possibility. I don't know whether that's actually the case. We're all just trying to read the situation as outsiders looking in. We're not privy to what's going on behind the scenes. But it is possible that Finkel and Heyman are playing a good cop, bad cop routine on Eddie Hearn to try and, gain some type of advantage at the negotiating table to try and throw Eddie Hearn off. But here's the thing. All these crazed, demented, intellectually challenged fanboys were adamant that Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua don't want this fight. They were adamant that they don't want the fight. So why then is Eddie Hearn still trying to negotiate with Team Wilder if he don't want the fight? Why would he waste his time responding to emails, even from Finkel? Why would he waste his time after being rejected by Finkel, going to Heyman's team, trying to reopen negotiations or get some type of negotiation started, trying to arrange meetings like he did with Finkel twice? Why would he be going to all the trouble of doing all this when he's got loads of other fighters to promote, loads of other fighters to manage, yet he's going to all the trouble of keeping a dialogue open with Team Wilder? Team Wilder are not the ones who are asking for meetings. They're not the ones who are going full steam ahead trying to kick down Eddie Hearn's door. No, that's Eddie Hearn doing that. If he don't really want to fight, if he don't want Joshua to fight Wilder, why is he going to all this trouble? Do you have a brain cell in your head that actually is functioning? Yeah? Look at what he's doing. Of course he wants the damn fight. Joshua wants it. Hearn wants it. I definitely want it. And, I saw another imbecile, and I will call you an imbecile, who said, oh, so now you're blocking people for having a different opinion about who's the better fighter. Since when did this become a debate about who's the better fighter? I've got no problem with anyone who thinks Deontay Wilder would wipe out Anthony Joshua in one round. If you come on my page and say Wilder wipes out Joshua in one round, no problem. I'm not going to even reply your comment. I'm not going to block. Nothing is going to happen to you because that is your opinion on who would win the fight. That's cool. No problem with that. If you think Wilder's better than Joshua, you think Wilder beats Joshua, cool. No issue. I don't care who wins between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. None of them are paying my bills. Both of them are rich. If Wilder comes in and knocks out Joshua in one round, my life doesn't get any worse. It doesn't impact on my life. Joshua's rich, he's doing fine. If he gets knocked out, well, oh well, so what? Like I care. I like Deontay Wilder as a fighter. I like Anthony Joshua as a fighter. In fact, I probably like Deontay Wilder as a fighter a bit more than Joshua, simply because I think Wilder is a bit more exciting than Joshua, especially of late. But I like both of them. So may the best man win when they step in the ring. I do not give a damn about who wins the fight. Couldn't care less. I just want to see the fight happen so we can have a unified champion, and hopefully so we can have a fight that goes down in the history books as a classic. That's what I'm really hoping for. I mean, maybe we'll get a trilogy between Joshua and Wilder if the first fight is that good. That is the ideal scenario for me. But in terms of who I want to win, listen, that is not what this debate is all about. In fact, what this debate is really all about is the fact that I want the fight to happen, and I'm going to criticize anybody, be it Team Wilder, Team Joshua, whoever. I'm going to criticize anyone who I perceive to be getting in the way of the fight happening. Yeah, that's what this is all about. Anyone who I see is getting in the way of the fight or acting like they want the fight and they don't really want it, I'm going to criticize them for it because I want the fight. I'm a selfish fan. I want the fight to happen. That's my criteria. That's my bottom line. That's my agenda. Yeah? That's what it's all about. So, anyone blocking this fight, anyone acting like they want it when they don't really want it, those are the people I'm going to criticize. And as far as the Wilder fans, somebody asked me, well, why would the Wilder fans not want to fight? Because they're afraid of Wilder losing. Because unlike me, they actually do care who wins the fight. And there's nothing wrong with having a horse in the race. There's nothing wrong with supporting Wilder or supporting Joshua. Okay, if that's you, be honest about it and, say, yeah, you're supporting Wilder for whatever reason, cool. But don't try and project your own prejudices onto me. That's when you'll get blocked. For life. Yeah? And a lot of these Wilder fanboys, they don't actually want to see the fight happen because they're scared that Wilder would lose. Yeah. That's why they're scared. That's why they don't really want the fight. That's why they prefer for Joshua to not take the fight. Because it feeds into their narrative that Joshua was afraid. This is what they want to believe. They want to believe Joshua was afraid because if Joshua was afraid, then the fight don't happen and Wilder can go on doing his thing and they can run with this narrative that, oh, all you Brits are all cowards and this, that, and the other, and you don't really know how to fight. You don't really want to fight. This is the narrative that they believe in their minds, that they tell themselves is true in order for them to be able to sleep good at night. That's what they tell themselves in their minds. But, the reality is Anthony Joshua is a tremendous fighter. Deontay Wilder is a tremendous fighter. And if they do fight, that's going to be a hell of a fight. I hope it takes place. Unlike a lot of these Wilder fanboys who don't want to see it. They want to see Joshua run. They don't want to see the fight actually happen. I want to see the fight happen. And when it happens, if it happens, may the best man win. Yeah? Both millionaires. Whoever loses, why am I feeling sorry for them? They're already set for life. Their families are set for life, especially Joshua. In fact, Wilder, is he even set for life? I don't know. I mean, he ain't made even a fraction of the money Joshua's made. So maybe it'll be better if Wilder wins, share some of the money. And then they're both set for life. They're both good. They can have a rematch. So that's the position I'm coming from. Please, if any of you have got even an ounce of common sense, if any of you have got even half a degree of intellect above kindergarten level, I implore you to use that half a degree intellect to understand what I'm telling you here, to understand what the situation actually is in your demented brains, yeah? Eddie Hearn did not say that he has never asked for proof of funds from Team Wilder. He clearly asked for proof of funds from Shelley Finkel when Finkel gave him that 24-hour take it or leave it offer. Well, Finkel and Wilder gave him that offer. That offer has expired. Yeah? So what he was asking for that offer, wash your hands of that now. Now he's dealing with Hearn. With Hearn, he's asking for 5 or 6 questions to be answered, and Hearn's team have said, okay, you'll have the answer shortly. Different situations. Hopefully, everybody can understand this in their brains. Even the kindergarten level people. I've broken it down so simply for you. I will be mind blown if anyone still can't wrap their heads around it now. So let me know how you feel, people. It's Hatman, I'm out.